of wildfire remediation, preventing wildfires. So people can't say anything. They have a lot out here sitting vacant, and all they're doing is paying taxes on it, and they leave stuff like this laying on the ground. We're gonna pick it up because it keeps my property safer. That they don't have the fuel for the wildfire if it comes through here. Just like cleaning out sagebrush.
Okay.
You know, gives me a safer area.
So after this gets moved from this spot, then
The bathroom's going to be added on here.
Okay.
Right on the front. See, that way I can put a door in where that window's at, and the bathroom will be back there about 8 by 8. Have a little entry foyer here. And I have enough room there for a loft where I can put a water tank in and have a water storage right above the bathroom. The people of this country are fantastic. The government of this country is beginning to really, really suck. I mean, yeah, and they keep voting the same type of idiots back in. And, you know, it's like the people that thought that Obama would fix everything now think Bernie Sanders will. Well, give me a break. You weren't right the last time. What makes you think you're right this time? Socialism, communism does not work. It's very simple. It's sweet sounding, it's good sounding, and all like that. Well, crony capitalism fucks you too. That's why I believe in Catholic capitalism or pure capitalism. No government subsidies, no government protection, free market, right down the line. But this has got to change because there's too much strain going on. Of course, we're at a dynamic shift right now as the economic flagpole is being shifted. It's shifted several times from Sumeria to Babylon, from Babylon to Greece, from Greece to Rome, from Rome to Constantinople, from Constantinople to Spain, from Spain to France, from France to England, and from England to the United States. Maybe not in that particular order, but something along those lines. The people that run the show have been running it for thousands of years. They're a bunch of psychopaths, powers and principalities. One word that's used to describe them is archons. They want to be your master. Do you want to be a slave? I don't. Whether you're going to be free or whether you're going to be slave, that's something that we're going to be in an immense struggle here shortly. Well, actually, we already are, but it's intensifying. And we're coming to the final scenario where it's going to determine whether mankind is to be free or to be slave. Which one do you want to do? Personally, I made my choice. That's why I'm out here on this isolated mountaintop in Colorado. I mean, if I had my druthers and I hadn't made the commitments I had, I'd probably be chilling out in some tropical paradise in a 5-star motel with hot and cold running whores. Actually, the hot running whores, the cold ones ain't worth shit. But, so, anytime they can make you feel guilty, anytime they can make you feel like you've done something wrong, anything like that, then that's the person that's your enemy. Any person that wants to put you on a guilt trip, they're working to enslave man, not to free him. You know, you could talk about how great and glorious anything is. You know, I've got my own concepts as far as God and Jesus Christ and this, that, and the other. And they differ a good bit from what people most commonly believe. But then the most common beliefs are based or cornerstoned by the Council of Nicea. The Council of Nicea was convened by the Emperor Constantine in about, it spanned about 100, 150 years, something like that, from the 3rd through the 4th century. And it was there to, he convened this council to give him an instrument for ruling the empire. And it was at the Council of Nicea. First off, they sent off the representatives of the apostolic communities. Said, we don't want to have anything to do with them. They're too Jewish. Hey, give me a break. Messiah was Jewish. Then they adopted what was called the Nicene Creed, which established the Trinity Godhead. At that point, the representatives of the order of Melchizedek packed their bags and walked too. They said, we're not having anything to do with that. And anybody that really knows the source and the beginning of everything knows that the God's head is Father, Mother, Son, and Daughter. Not your Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. You make three males. What is it? You want a homosexual God? And in his image and likeness created he them. Male and female created he them. We're male and female in physical form and in spirit. And if you take the female side out of the spirit, you've neutered God. You haven't made him a male. You haven't emasculated him. You've emasculated him, defeminized him, and made him something that's palpable to the masses. Because they said that they wanted to, at the Council of Nicea, they wanted to simplify the message. Well, they simplified the message to the point where they could control the population. And if you think what was established at the Vatican based on the Council of Nicea wasn't there to control the population and keep people under their thumb, then give me a break on that one too. Read the history of the Albigensian Crusade, the thing that started the Great Inquisition. The Albigensian Crusade that wiped out the Cathars, or the Albigensians, that grew out of a community that was started or formed by Mary Magdalene. It includes the Merovingian kings too, the Merovingian dynasties. There's another story I could go into another day that I don't want to touch on right now. But if you want to look at where the city was on 7 hills and all like that, but then you go back to and you read the Revelation and it says that he has power to continue, I think it's 1,426 days. Well, that's 1,426 years or prophetic years, because a day is a year in prophecy. All right? From the time of the adoption of the Nicene Creed, which established the Trinity Godhead, until the publishing of the King James Bible was exactly that number of years. Why was the church so enamored or so insistent that the Bible be kept only in Latin? I mean, you go into the Catholic Church today, even today, the Bible on the dais in front of the pulpit where he's going to give the sermon and everything is closed. That's to tell you that you have to have a priest to interpret that. You're not allowed. You're not supposed to read it on your own, or study it on your own, or learn on your own. You have to have a priest to interpret what it means for you. Well, I've read some of their interpretations, and they're full of shit. So, and as late as I've seen the book too. It was a handbook that was passed out to Catholic priests back in the 30s. That said the more that they keep their congregation in ignorance, the better they'd be able to maintain control over them. So what do you want? You want the ignorance of slavery? Because ignorance leads to slavery. Do you want the freedom of the truth? You shall know the truth shall set you free. And the nature of the Lord God of Israel, the nature of the true God, not the false God, the nature of the true God is freedom. If you go back to the false God, you go back to the fall of the Tower of Babylon, when the earth was invaded by these archons, these principalities and powers, these two orders of angels, the Nephilim, whatever you want to call them. There's many different names and many different cultures given through the years. And the destruction of the consciousness of life called man, the subjugation of the consciousness of life called man, and our long, slow growth back to assuming our natural identities. It's been a pain in the ass. You want to go look at how they control things, start looking at the research that's been done in, say, control of animals. And one of the things I look at is Pavlov. Everybody knows about, Pavlov had this dog trained where you ring a bell and he salivates because he thinks he's going to get fed. But he did a lot more than that. Look up B.F. Skinner's behavioral modification. You're trained. That's what they do in school. They don't teach you, they indoctrinate you. They indoctrinate you to the culture and what the ruling class wants you to be. They want good workers that are able to push buttons and not think. They want people that they don't, and so you're conditioned to respond emotionally to certain sound bites, certain stimulus. Sound bites elect the president. I mean, really, it's like I say, if the truth, if intelligence and ideology were paramount in deciding who's going to run this country and who's going to be president, Ron Paul would have been in the White House a long time ago. Without any doubt in my mind, he would have been there. So what do we got going on here? We've got a controlled society. They control the flow of information. Is there anything new about that? Hell no, there's nothing new about that. Look at the Council of Nicea. The Council of Nicea dumped over 22 Gospels to narrow the message, narrow it down, control the flow of information. And what they got was an apostate, whatever it is, apostatic. It's blasphemy. It's not the truth. It's a lie. You've been lied to.
So the solution is to cultivate the ability to see those lies.
Well, like I say, once the lies start falling, it's like a set of dominoes. Bang, 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 bang. One right after the other, right on down the line. Sound like somebody's coming up the road. Anyway, we don't get many people up here. Let's stop short. But, no, we've cultivated a society of lies. We've cultivated a society of cheap shots, the scam. Once I get my hook in, once I make my big score, I'm going to hit the lottery. Hey, what happened to, I'm going to build something here by my sweat, by my muscle, by my thinking, by my ability. My two hands are going to craft this. What happened to that? What happened to the pride of what you do and who you are? Is it all gone down to cheap shot crap? Just about all of it is. Wild ass sex parties and orgies and crap like it. Well, that's not a bad thing. So I shouldn't go there. That could be a lot of fun, really. But if you honestly, within your heart, search for the truth, you'll find it. You will find whatever it is you honestly are seeking. And if you honestly are seeking something that's false, that's what you're going to find. You'll lead yourself into the false slavery. You'll lead yourself into the materialistic merchandising world. Or you can lead yourself, what's that old song about a three dog night out in the country? Before the breathing air is gone, before the sun is just a bright spot in the nighttime, out where the rivers like to run, I stand alone and take back something worth remembering. These type of things here, you want to know how to beat the archons? You beat it with yourself. You beat it with your being. You beat it by being happy. You beat it by enjoying what you have in your life. Plow your own lot. Develop your own being. Develop your own self. The nature of who you are should not be for sale for any price, for any reason. And what they've done is they've constructed a society that says everything is for sale, everything has a price. Well, no, everything does not have a price. Some things you cannot buy, some things money will not buy. Love and happiness are two of them. And if you cultivate love and happiness within yourself, within your being, love for life, love for the people around you, and you spend your life nurturing and caring for life, for the people around you, for the animals around you. You'll be a much happier person, and you'll start defeating the archons.